Hello, welcome. Today I shall read A Visit from St. Nicholas, also known as 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, by Clement Clarke Moore, or possibly Henry Livingston Jr., depending on whom you believe. And I shall do so without using the letter I. Shall we begin? 'Twas the eve before Noel, when all through the house all creatures were stopped, for example, the mouse. Carefully by the smokestack the socks were hung, the hope that Santa Claus soon would come. The beds were full of youngsters, all snug, heads full of dreams of sweet sugar plums. A scarf on Mama's head and a cap on Dad's, they just settled down for a long frosty nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, Dad sprung from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the porthole he flew as a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of noon to objects below, when what to Dad's amazed eyes should appear but a sled and an octet of a type of tundra deer, steered by a guy who was surely the boss. Who else could he be but old Santa Claus? Faster than eagles, Claus's coursers they came, and he hooted and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Lady Fox, now Eros and Dancer, on Comet, on Dunder, on Thunderbolt and Prancer, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before the crazy tornado fly, when they meet an obstacle, they mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, as well as a sled full of toys, and Santa too. And then suddenly Dad heard upon the roof the clop clop and shuffle of each small hoof. Dad's head pulled back to the room, then turned round. Down the smokestack Santa came, by a leap and a bound. He wore lots of fur from head to each foot, messy and covered by ashes and soot. A bundle of toys was flung on Santa's back, and he resembled a peddler about to open a sack. Santa's eyes, how they gleamed! Santa's clefts, how merry! Santa's cheeks resembled roses, the nose a cherry. Santa's mouth was drawn up to resemble a bow, and the beard of that jaw was as pale as the snow. He clenched a butt between some teeth, and the smoke surrounded that head as a wreath. He had a broad face and a small round belly that shook when he laughed as a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a very jolly old elf. Dad saw Santa and laughed, regardless of Dad's self. A bat of one eye and a turn of that head soon gave Dad to know he wasn't someone to dread. He spoke not a word, but began to unpack, and loaded the socks full of all types of crap. He put a phalanx up by that nose, look it up, and after a nod up the smokestack he rose. He sprung to the sled, to the deer gave a cry, and away they all flew, analogous to the down of a taraxacum. Look that up too. But Dad heard Santa shout, ere away he would fly, Happy Noel to all, and to all a goodbye. Goodbye. Santa's eyes, how they gleamed! Santa's clefts, how merry. Santa's cheeks resembled roses. His nose. He spoke not a word, but began to unpack and loaded the socks full of all types of crap. I knew I would laugh.